It's a
It's been
really
a while.
basic.
It's been a long while. Yeah,
Um,
I built one. So I've written 12 books, give or take, right?
yeah,
And I chunked them and created vector embeddings and put the better vectors in a PG vector and then a super base with top K chunking and cosine similarity and like that. I built that. It,
yeah, for sure. And
that,
then
and then now my work is available in 100 plus languages. Like I was fucking around with it the other day, like asking a question, like what did I say about something? And I thought, I'll screw around and I'll ask it in French. I asked it in French. It replied in French. I thought, and that's kind of fucking strange. I didn't write those books, but none of my books are in French, right? I'm like, that's very strange. So I asked it in Spanish, like, but it answered me in Spanish. So I go back to Claude and I'm like, yo, like what, bro, how come it speaks French and Spanish? It's like, dude, it speaks 109 languages because when you're dealing with vector spaces and meaning, like meaning is kind of language independent. I was like, bro, how many languages does it speak? He says it speaks 109 languages. So my little books are available in 109 languages. For me as an author, that's like, wow. People can access my shit in Korean now? That's like mad. But anyway, so I'm like super. Oh, you're an energy drinker like me, man. I have like minimum of 5 Red Bulls a day. There's a cool no, but I mean this idea about the primitives, like what are the primitive parts of that? I I really enjoy that. I really enjoy building with it. You build LLMs at home on your $5,000 computer running small language models, right?
yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I have a pile of computers over in the corner, but uh,
The Chinese ones, the cheap ones, or SLMs, or like Quen, or what are you sticking in there?
I experiment with a bunch of different models.
Yeah,
Quen 2.6 is pretty great. Java 4 is phenomenal.
yeah,
I I'm just doing a lot of stuff with Comfy UI, VLLM, uh, LM Studio. You could run just about on anything, and most of the local stuff is experimental until now, where I actually have one client that's saving $60,000 by hiring me to put together this whole local workflow for him. Um,
that's great. That's
and
great.
yeah, it's pretty cool. So that's a lot of the stuff I'm doing locally. But again, like I said, it all comes, you know, it's all primitives based. Like that's like my hardcore focus is like, so I love the word fluency.